Good morning. I am live again this morning. Same spot I was in yesterday. There's that stage. We'll come back to that. You're joining in on the replay, or watching from the replay. I appreciate that. A little dark this morning. A little dark. Yeah. I don't see it. There's moon up there somewhere, a sliver of the moon. And the sun is starting to come up over the Miami River. Jerry, hello, how are you? Good morning to you. I am out, just starting out on my walk. Day 67. I come out and take a walk every day. Been doing it now 67 days in a row. Walk 2 miles and live stream from that walk. Have a nice little chat with everybody, and it's been great for me. I am going upstream. I'm heading north right now. We walked the same trail yesterday, but we walked the opposite direction. Started at the same point, went south yesterday, and going north today. Pretty quiet and peaceful out here this morning. Puff Daddy, hello, how are you? My name's Dave, and I live stream every day from a 2-mile walk. And you're 66? Okay, cool. I'm 65. And come out, walk 2 miles every day, live stream from that walk. It does 3 things for me. It gets me started in the morning, gets me a good start to the day. Got something accomplished first thing in the morning, every morning. And physically, obviously, it helps. I used to struggle. Knees used to hurt quite a bit in the beginning when I was walking this or taking my walks. Now, not so much. Every once in a while they hurt, but not too bad. And emotionally, it helps. Like I said, getting a good start to the day, having a lot of nice people to talk to, so that definitely helps. I look like Isaac Newton. Mike is making stuff. Hello, Mike. How are you this morning? Calm demeanor is splendid. We are just starting out on day, let's make sure I do this right, day 67, is that right? Had to get that in. I'm sure I'll do it a couple more times. Walking along the Miami River in Piqua, Ohio, and yesterday we did the same walk, but started at the same point, but we went south. Today we're going north. So seen some of Mike's stuff. Okay, cool. Saif, hello, how are you? Yeah, I saw that. Mike, organization and shop is a gem. All right. So yeah, we are out on day 6 7. Taking a nice little stroll. Sun's starting to come up. My shop is the chaos equivalent. You know precisely where everything is. Yeah, I've got a shop like that. Actually, that's what I'm going to be doing later today. Is I'm up here in Ohio to move stuff out of my house. It's being sold, so I'll be spending the day moving. I packed up a bunch of stuff yesterday and got that all started, and I'm just hoping all the people that say, oh yeah, I'll help you, show up today. I know probably half of them will, but a couple will show up like half hour before we're done. I don't like moving. Bad thing is I don't have any place permanent to move it to, so it's going to storage, so it's all going to have to be moved again. So you're up by Toledo? Oh, okay. Yeah, this river runs all the way up there to Toledo. There's a back behind me, saw it yesterday out on the walk. There's like a map of the river systems and how they used to move freight from Lake Erie all the way down to Cincinnati and beyond. This walking trail that I'm on, you could keep walking south on this and you could walk all the way to Cincinnati. So, kind of cool. I got mileage markers going north today. Just past the 0.4 of a mile. Yeah, the old double move. Yeah, this is home for me. Not necessarily Piqua. I grew up in Dayton. Lived there majority of my life. Till I was about 20 years old, moved away. Ended up joining the Air Force. Lived in Texas and Kansas for a while. I never liked Kansas. And then moved back to Ohio and pretty much been living here ever since, like 1990, I think, when I moved back here, and pretty much been here the whole time. Ducky is here. Good morning, Ducky. How are you? Hayden, hello, hi. We are walking the same trail, or we started at the same point as yesterday, but we are walking the opposite direction. We're heading north instead of south today, so doing good, Ducky. Yesterday was a hectic day, to say the least. All right, Jerry. Well, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Hayden, I don't just hand out mods. Actually, I'm doing pretty good with mods right now. So, where am I from? I am from Ohio in the U.S. I'm here just until tomorrow. Right now, I'm getting ready to move back up here. I live in Georgia right now. I'll be down there for about another 2 months maybe, and then be back up here semi-permanently. So, Sahil, hello. Where am I at? I am in Piqua, Ohio, and we're walking along the Great Miami River. Dev, hi, how are you? Good to see you again today. Always nice to see familiar names in the chat. Make sure you all double tap the screen. We are out for my 2-mile walk today, and today is day 6-7. How about that, huh? We've made it to that magic number. Let's see, Yorich. My age, I'm 65 years old. Your boy, you're new, well, welcome in. It's good to always have new people here. Deb, you're fine? Good. Do you remember when I said I was going squirrel hunting? Well, that's where I'm at, waiting for it to get daylight. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I hope you get some squirrel. Yeah, I know. And if any of them ask me today to say it, I'll say it, since today's that magic number. All right, we have officially walked 0.6 of a mile. We'll get to a mile and turn around and head back that way. I know for sure today, since I got those mileage markers, that there's Hayden. I know for sure today I'm gonna get my 2 miles in. Been kind of guessing just by time the last few days. Today is day 6-7 of walking 2 miles. There you go, Hayden. You're surprised I'm 65? I am still relatively healthy, and the thing about it is I've been a smoker for over 50 years. I'm definitely feeling it in my lungs anymore, but I know it's all going to catch up with me eventually. But knock on wood, I've been relatively healthy. I haven't been to the doctor in over a decade. No need to go to a doctor. So Carol is here from the UK. Welcome, Carol. Good to see you. I'm out again walking. I am up in Ohio now, and finding different places to walk up here for when I move up here. I'll be up here until tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be leaving again tomorrow morning, going back down to Georgia, but I will be back up here permanently in about 2 months. So definitely good to see you. Joe Mama. I don't have $1, Joe. I spent it all yesterday. You from Malaysia? All right, cool. Welcome. Neil, hi, how are you? I'm not sure I do remember Neil. The sign-ins have they show up different. They started a few days ago showing up different, so names look a little bit different. That's where am I at? I'm in Ohio, and I'm walking along the Miami River in Piqua, Ohio. Yes, Hayden, I have a house here, but it's being sold, and so I came up here to take care of some stuff with that and move all my stuff out of that house, because I'm going to go back down to Georgia. It's not actually being sold until the end of the month, but I'm going to go back down to Georgia. So no, the moves today, Joe. Yesterday was just sitting around waiting for someone to show up. Said, I'll call you back in 10 minutes. An hour and a half later, I still hadn't heard anything from them. So I sent them a message. Don't hear anything, don't hear anything, don't hear anything. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. I said, oh, screw this. I'm going to go take care of some stuff. Got in my vehicle, started driving down the road, got 15 miles away from where I was, where I'm supposed to meet this person at, and they say, I'm 15 minutes away. I'm like, oh, shit. So I had to turn around and go back. But then that actually started the ball rolling, and things got going from there, and things started getting accomplished after that. So may God live me long. I hope so. How many miles have I walked? I have walked, there's a sign right here, 8/10 of a mile. I had 2 more tenths of a mile and I'm gonna turn around. We started at the same place, Joe, as we did yesterday. I'm just going north instead of south this time. And we are on day 6-7. How about that, huh? Have to get some squirrels. All right, Hayden, good luck to you. Gonna show you where we're at. Look at that, big old American flag. There's a car dealership over there, and they put up that big flag. Sounds energetic. I try to be. It's always good to see a new view. Yeah, absolutely. Well, if everything goes well today, I'll be on the road tomorrow, heading back to Georgia. But I'm going to stop here in town. I kind of have plans for where I'm going to walk. It is definitely my old stomping grounds from when I was a kid. So I live in the USA. I have been to New York City, but I was a child when I was there. I think I was like 8 or 9 years old when I was in New York City. So long time ago. It is nice out here this morning. You can see the sun is starting to come up behind me. On our walk back, the sun's going to be in my face. It's going to be nice. You're staying in Long Island? Okay, cool. Oh, let's see. Hit you back on me. Let's make memories. Alright, I don't know if I can handle New York City. It's just too much for me. I like small town. Hi, Wendy. How are you today? I showed your comment to my mom yesterday. I went and saw her again. Read all the comments to my mom. She got a kick out of them. Greetings from Sharon's here. Greetings from Chile, UK. Hope you're having a good day. It's nearly 1 p.m. there. I always try to be flattering. To me, yesterday, that's short. And it's YouTube picks that. It's a highlight from my live stream, and they've always shown up. Every live stream I've done, they show up, and I usually just delete them. And the last 2 days, I've decided to keep them. And most of the time, I don't even read them or watch them before I delete them. And because they don't pick out very good portions. And the last 2 days, I actually picked out some decent portions of them. Family is everything, absolutely. Heading to Georgia tomorrow, I will be. I am going to start off with my walk in the morning from a spot that I'm very familiar with. It's my stomping grounds as a kid. I'll be real close to my mother's house where I grew up. They bought that house when I was 3 years old. And so I'll be close to that. But I'll be walking on a trail just like this. And it's going to be right next to the woods I used to play in when I was a kid. So, and there we go. We have officially made it 1 mile. And we're going to turn around. This little bird screaming across the water. Wow, he's flying. Oh, I guess that's what they do. Congratulations. Oh, thank you, Tom. Georgia is about 600 miles from where I'm at. Isn't it 77 in your travels? What are you talking about, Joe? I don't understand. Well, thank you for the safe travels. I got a lot to do today before that can even happen. So if things don't go well today, which I definitely hope they do go well. But if things don't go well today, I might be here another extra day. Driving alone, yes. Interstate 75, Joe. 75. I mean, I don't know if you can hear trucks in the background, but that's traffic from I-75 right now. And the house I'm living in right now, the house I'm in right now, is maybe a little over a mile away from I-75. And then the house in Georgia is about maybe a mile and a half away from I-75. So it is a long way. On the way up, when I came up Wednesday, I started, it took a long time, but part of it was planned because of the walk and along the way, which that's fine. That's what I wanted to do. But then the rest of it was just all kinds of weird stuff. I rented a car, and while I was on the walk with you guys that morning, the rental company sent me a confirmation for my return, which was they had it as that day. And yeah, I wasn't returning it that day. So I don't know. It's a Chevy. Little Chevy mini SUV or whatever. I have no idea. I think it's called a Trax. Good morning, Sandra. Harvest, Alabama is in the house. Good to see you today. We have completed 1 mile of my walk today. We are turned around and headed back, walking along the Miami River. This is the same place I walked yesterday, but yesterday where I started at the same spot, but I walked south. Today I'm walking north. The walk is going very well. Rainey was up late last night. Yeah, I was too. How much gas does it take? I can have a full tank when I start and fill up one time along the way in that car. At least it's what I experienced on the way up here. So, the Jeep that I own, I would have to fill up twice to get here. And it's a bigger tank than what that little car's got, so. Looks like the canal pass you have there. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. This trail will, I've said this I don't know how many times, but the trail that I'm on right now, if you kept walking on it, I could walk all the way down to Cincinnati, which is about 70 miles away from here. That'd be a long live stream, wouldn't it? X7 Honor. Hello, how are you? George is here this morning. You came in at the very end yesterday and we were leaving. I just now started on my way back. I've completed 1 mile of my walk. Salam, hello. Or that's not your name. Hamish. Salam, good morning to you. We are on our way back. We've completed 1 mile, heading back to the starting point. And today is day 6-7. 6-7. How many plates of food do I eat? You know, yesterday I forgot to eat. It was about 11 o'clock at night, and it's like I haven't eaten a single thing all day long. I've drank coffee and a little bit of water, and that was it. You can't play Roblox. My source of earnings? Oh, I don't know. Just make money. Whatever I have to do. Yeah, George, I'm going to play with that number today. Just because that's the day we're walking on. That's it. Tom, that's the only reason I'm doing it. Is just because of the numbered day I'm on. I knew once I started getting close to this, I knew it was coming. So keep clocking those steps. Absolutely. Yorich, hello. Me, I eat 4 plates with food. Wow. I can put away some food. I don't eat as much as I used to. But I can definitely put away some food. It was funny. I was married and we had 3 kids living at home the majority of the time, and we'd cook meals, and the meals would feed 5 people, but then all the kids moved out and we still cooked meals, but the same meals that we cooked before were only feeding 2 people. We just started eating more. Saif, no, I am not. All right, Neil, we will see you soon. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for leaving comments in here and liking the video. Hopefully you did. If you haven't yet, double tap the screen. It always helps a lot. My views on these live streams has really gone down quite a bit, which is fine because it's so much easier to keep up. Eat, even if it's disgusting. I won't eat disgusting food. But yeah, it's actually kind of relieving or easier to deal with than all the trolls. But Saif, do you cry like a baby? I have a peaceful morning this morning. See all the river. There's a whole little family of ducks. But not poop. You don't want to eat that, Tom? Well, I don't blame you. 45 Minecraft facts that you did not know. How about 45 Minecraft facts I don't want to know? Good, you're not, Dave. I just made it sure you're safe. P. Diddy. Can I get an amen? Yeah. Not something I'm extremely interested in. Let's just put it that way. There is goose poop all over this walking trail. Like walking through a minefield. Monica, what is that? Yeah, the geese. Where that building is right there, there's a little building on the other side of that, and that's where that last job I had. That's where I used to work as a kitchen and bath designer. It's a little lumber yard, and so I used to come over here sometimes on lunch break and just sit by the river. Oh yeah, kind of nice. I cry like a baby sometimes. I'm just a humble dinosaur. Saif, you are a humble dinosaur, indeed. That you'd even admit that proves that you are. But yeah, when I was talking about that, I was talking about the geese. And this time of year, obviously, all the geese are flying down south. Matter of fact, there goes some. No, those are ducks. And if they were geese, they'd be yakking. There's a whole flock of ducks there. Cool. There is somewhere along here, I think it's up north of here, there is an eagle's nest here. So you could eat a cow. All right, Tom. Well, you go enjoy a nice healthy meal and a nice wholesome meal. It doesn't have to be healthy. But thank you for coming in. I definitely appreciate you being here this morning on my walk that I can actually document. I have walked 2 miles today because there's mileage markers on the trail. Yeah, like I started saying, yesterday was just kind of a nightmare day. Nothing was coming together. It was already noon and I hadn't gotten anything accomplished. And I knew that I had to get stuff done by 4 or 5 o'clock when everybody started closing, and waiting on someone to come out to my house. All that, had to drive clear the other side of town, like a 45-minute drive one way, just all that kind of stuff. And it just all started snowballing and nothing was done. And then all of a sudden I made a decision. It's like, screw this, I'm gonna stop waiting on somebody, I'm gonna go take care of something myself. Well, took off for that, and 15 minutes later they called me, the person I was waiting on, said, oh, I'm on my way. So I could golem doesn't play Roblox. Okay. So hungry you could eat a cow. All right, Tom, we'll see you later. Roblox. So anyway, yeah, I turned around, went back home, and from that point things just started happening. So the lesson there is, if you aren't getting anything done, what you're doing, change what you're doing, and things will start getting done. But the one thing was renting a storage unit, put all my stuff in, and nice little view. Birdies flying. Some kind of crane, or I think it's a blue heron, or those are blue herons. Cool. But yeah, if you aren't getting things done, things aren't getting done. Change what you're doing, and things will change for you. Dave's wisdom of the day. But yeah, the storage unit, I was worried about that because I knew they closed at 5. And I didn't think I was going to be able to make it there, so I called them. And she said, well, I'm going to be here tomorrow morning at 10:15. Meeting someone else, or 10 o'clock meeting someone else. If you want to come at 10:15 tomorrow, we can get it all taken care of. And that is perfect. You just saved my whole day. So I got to get that taken care of. Rent a truck. Hope people show up to help me move. There's no way I can do it by myself. And get it all moved. Gonna be a long day. Hope to be able to be done in time to spend some time this evening with my family before I take back off for Georgia for a couple more months. How about everybody else? I always just talk about me. Of course, that's all I know. But somebody tell me what they're up to. Someone was talking about they were out squirrel hunting, waiting for daylight to come up, and then they left. Said it was light enough and it's time to go hunting. So there's a nice little view of the river. Anybody else got anything going on this weekend? Getting things accomplished, things done? Got some nice leaves over there changing colors. A little marsh in the middle of the river. Probably some fish in there, I would imagine. You're from Burdwan, West Bengal, India. Cool. Cool. I am a American football fan, and the team I root for is the Cincinnati Bengals. How about that, huh? Their mascot is a Bengal tiger. They used to, a long time ago, they used to always have a white Bengal tiger at the games, and every time they scored, they would run across the end, back and forth across the end zone with the tiger. But I don't think they do that anymore. A bad day of fishing is better than a good day at work. Absolutely. Beautiful weekend blessings. Thank you, Wendy. Tell you what, actually, you know, you think about driving tomorrow, and I'll be on the road probably, I don't know, 10 hours. But driving all that way back down to Georgia, and a lot of people would be like, oh man, I don't want to do that. But it's going to be kind of a relief after the last couple days. Been very, very busy. So going soon to visit with family in Norfolk. Oh, cool. 250 miles from where you live. Cool, cool, cool. I've been to Norfolk before. There's a lot of historical sites down there in that area. Virginia Beach. Yep. Yep, I've been. There was a battlefield historical site there from the Revolutionary War, and then there's a little town like that's set like in the 1700s, sometime 18th century. You live in the north, she's in the south. All right. I forget what the name of the town is. Historic, they got it set up. It's all historic. You can tour a lot of the buildings and see all the things that they did in that little town way back in the 1700s, somewhere around there. Yeah, it's going to be kind of a relief to get out on the road tomorrow. The only thing I'll be worried about is traffic and getting back to Georgia. I saw this person when I took off walking. They had a whole bunch of gear, and dumbass me, I assumed they were homeless. I'm close to the downtown area. There are homeless people here, but I just assumed they were homeless because they were carrying all kinds of stuff. I couldn't see what it was they were carrying. It was still a little dark. But they're actually a photographer. She's sitting here on the ground. I don't know if she's taking video or what she's doing. Just taking pictures of the sunrise. Listening to some chill music. Oh, playing chill music. Good morning. Looks like she is streaming as well. What a small world. Two streamers collide. And she's just sitting there smoking a cigarette, maybe something else, I don't know. And it's a nice view behind me. Yeah, I don't know what that instrument's called. It's like a little bell or something, and she's just got like a little drum hammer that she's tapping it with, making the music and streaming the sunrise. There's beautiful women there. I have never been to Scotland, no. The only foreign countries I've ever been to is Canada and Mexico. And if you want to call Puerto Rico a foreign country, I've been to Puerto Rico as well. So lots of fun, absolutely. So you can see up ahead of me. I guess maybe you can see it, I don't know. But that's the place I started and finished from yesterday, and doing the same thing today. That's where they have the concerts and stuff. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out this summer. See what kind of concerts they have. I know they always do a bunch of big stuff at Christmas, so I'm sure they'll have stuff up here at Christmas. Great view. Yeah, that's that's the skyline of Piqua, Ohio, right there. Not a lot to see. I don't know why I've done that. I don't know how many times recently where I turned my live stream off by accident. I'm trying to flip the camera around and I turned the live stream off. I am not walking uphill, I don't think. Maybe a little bit, but it's kind of up and down. But yeah, we are almost back to complete the 2 miles on day 6-7. Told you I was going to keep doing that today. I kind of have to. But that's going to be the end of it. Today, 6-7 ends. Relax. I don't just give out miles to someone I've never met before, so that way it looks like you're walking downhill. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. Let's see if you can tell. Yeah, it's a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. It just kind of goes up and down a little bit. No big grade or anything to it. Well, Alex, I hope that doesn't mean what I think you're meaning by that, the way I take it. 6-7 ends today. Thank you, Sharon. There's that 134 miles I've walked. It does mean it. All right. Yeah. There you go. That's what I mean. 134. 67 days completed. Less than 300 to get to a year. So we're doing good. We are doing good. Not a problem at all, Joe. I can keep doing this forever. I don't know. I mean, I would love to hit a full year, a solid year of doing this. I think that'd be pretty cool. And, oh, goodness. Now I'm walking uphill, Joe. I'm walking up steps. There will be a celebration. I am walking tomorrow. Absolutely. I am. Rainy must still be sleeping. Yep. Yeah, I will. I'm going to be hitting the road tomorrow, but I want to go one more place here in town. And I was talking about it earlier, but it's place I used to, my old stomping grounds from when I was a kid, and show you some stuff. It's real. I'll actually be real close to my mom's house, and the place I grew up. They moved in that house when I was 3 years old. So the woods next to the walking trail there are definitely my old stomping grounds. Did a lot in those woods. It's the way you hold the camera. It makes it look like an incline or something. Okay, yeah, I probably got a little angle to the camera. There's the geese. I knew we'd see some geese. And then we get a fire truck to, as if the horns from the geese weren't loud enough, we get a real nice fire truck going by. I'll walk a different way up here this morning and just kind of show you more downtown. Here comes more geese. Gee whiz. This is kind of a cool little place. I've been here once before. It's a craft brewery. They have okay food. I'm not a huge beer connoisseur. I like beer some, but there we go. Free advertising for them. Emergency, the sitcom's still on TV. Wow. Yeah, they do some free advertising. So Crooked Handle, if you see this, I want my cut. So, is there a reason you started the 2-mile walk every day? Yeah, there is. Mainly, it was, royalty. Mainly it was I would wake up in the morning and all I would do is just sit and scroll on my phone, drink coffee and smoke cigarettes. So mainly it was just to get me going in the morning. And doing that in the morning would just lead to me doing it all day and sitting there. And, before I knew it, it was 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And, the whole day's wasted. Too late to do anything now. So coming out and doing this first thing in the morning like this definitely helps get me started. There's still days after my walk that I'll just sit and scroll for a while, but I don't do it as long. It's obviously good exercise, and emotionally it helps me to have a nice chat with everybody. A lot of really nice people have come into the live stream, so that helps as well. Alright, I'm going to show you a little bit of downtown Piqua. This is the front of the Crooked Handle Brewery. Got some buildings down here. It's kind of they've been trying for years and years and years to just build this up, and they're, making slight improvements here and there. I want to get a better shot of that mural on the side of that building. It is. It's a nice little town. Anybody familiar with the Mills Brothers musical band? They are from Piqua, Ohio. Look at that long-legged man there in the shadow. Walking on sunshine. Yeah, I definitely am. Here we go. There is a really cool, the old library here. Well, it's what the library is now. I don't know if it actually was the library, but it's an old building. You can rent out like halls and stuff. I might walk over. It's only a block away. All right, everybody see that? Is anybody familiar with the Mills Brothers? They are from Piqua, Ohio. Looks like some of their songs there: Cab Driver, Glowworm, and Paper Doll. Everybody's going to have to Google the Mills Brothers today and listen to some of their music. They look like possibly a Motown band from like the 60s. Now, I am going to walk down a block, maybe 2. Y'all mind hanging out for a little bit? Oh, okay, I'll just walk right through there. Don't call the police, I'm jaywalking right now. There's the building straight ahead that I was talking about. The public library is inside that building today, or now. And then there's also, you can rent out for like wedding receptions and stuff like that. There's like a big ballroom, I think, up on the 3rd floor, 3rd or 4th floor. I guess this town, way back in like the 20s and 30s, I guess there was an awful lot of money here in this town, from what I've heard. And must have been to build something like that. That is pretty cool. I'll go up and see. They call it Fort Piqua Plaza. You got to watch Mainly last night. Great channel he is. Mainly off-grid. Yeah, Mainly's channel is pretty cool. A lot of funny conversations go on there. And then he's always doing something. Yeah, it is an old building. This is a nice little stretch. It's kind of like a little, I don't know, a little park in the middle of the street. The post office, the old post office is right there, and it looks like that's just an old bank building there. Nice little church over there. Yeah, the library is still here. I haven't used the library in a long time. McCulloch. I have no idea who this man is. Definitely, he was important enough to build a statue for him. We wouldn't have Civil Rights Act of 1964 or the Voting Rights Act of 1965 if it were not for William McCulloch. Huh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I had no idea. I've lived in this town I don't know how long. And on the building there, I don't know if you can see in those circles, there's an 18 there and a 91 over there, so I'm assuming this building was built in 1891. I don't think that's a stretch to assume that. Oh yeah, this is a little bit of the town I've been living in. Well, not for the last 6 years, but before that for about 5 or 6 years. So lots of detailed stonework, masonry work. Definitely built to last. Beautiful doors. Like I said, I know that there used to be a restaurant up here in this corner. There hadn't been a restaurant there in years, though. But I know you can rent the hall out. Yeah, there's right there. There's stuff about renting it for weddings and stuff. Somebody scan those barcodes and they can check out having a wedding here. And we'll walk around the corner here. Yeah, definitely Ducky. They don't make them like that anymore. That is for sure. Okay, there's even more information about renting the place. I guess it's kind of hard, might be hard to see with the sun and the glare and all that. There's their phone number. Top-notch masonry. Yeah, back in the 1890s, they had craftsmen. I didn't know this place was here in Piqua. Right across the street there, it's a locally owned submarine house. It started like back in the early 70s, the submarine house. Good subs. If you ever come to the Dayton, Ohio area and you're looking for a good submarine, Definitely a good place to go. They've got all kinds of locations. Kind of pricey, but definitely a good place to go. And this is the downtown street here. People out walking dogs, a bunch of little shops. Walk across the street here, get a shot down the road. All right. Yeah, last time I was in that place, it was a little dive restaurant. And I think we had some kind of coupon for it. And yeah, the food was horrible. Absolutely horrible. I didn't know that the submarine house moved up here. Got city workers out. Look behind me here. That's government employees right there, baby. 3 guys looking at one piece of paper trying to figure out what the hell they're supposed to be doing. No, they don't call them grinders. They're subs. First time I ever heard of a grinder, I was like, a what? What are you talking about? Don't call them hoagies. Don't call them grinders. It's a sub or a submarine. Absolutely, Wendy. Figured I'd extend it a little bit. This is going to be my last day up here. Well, yeah. At least walking up here. So, 3 guys and a piece of paper. Yep. City workers. They're out working on Saturday, so they're probably getting double time. This, right ahead of me there, that building right there, that used to not be there for years and years and years. There was a little ice cream stand on that corner, and he was open in the summer, and that was it. And they'd been there for like 50 years, and like I said, it was just a little ice cream place. You get your ice cream cone and some sundaes and stuff like that, and that's all they ever did. And they were open during the summer months, and then I guess later on in the winter time they always went down to Florida in the winter. But I guess the people who owned it ended up getting too old, or they died, or whatever. And it sat there for a long time vacant, and finally the family sold it. And yeah, they put a urgent care in there. Kind of sad. I was hoping someone would modernize the ice cream place. I mean, that place was busy in the summertime. I don't know if you were talking about Navy submarine shop. No, Joe, not the Navy. Not the Navy. Oh yeah, I got some extra miles in today. We might have to start calling this day 6-7 and a half. 6-7 and a half. Had to get it in one more time. Every time I do that, Ducky laughs. All right, well, it has been right at an hour, and I got a billion things to get done today. And then go start loading all my crap, my whole life, basically, into that truck and stuff it all in a storage unit for a few months. So I do appreciate everybody coming in on the live stream this morning. Day 6-7 has been a success. You all have an awesome day as well. Thank you, Wendy. I love having you here, Wendy. Joe, Ducky, everybody else that came in on the chat, I definitely appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to end up doing a highlight from this. Sharon, definitely good to see you today as well. Wendy and Sharon are both kind of newer to the channel, so I definitely, but you guys have been showing up every day. That's cool. Miss you already, darling. Tomorrow morning I'll be basically on the same kind of trail. It's not going to look a whole lot different than what you've been seeing the last couple of days. There's no river there, but it's going to be my old stomping grounds, and I have some war stories to tell on my walk tomorrow. So definitely friends, definitely friends. Good morning, Vietnam. Just stopping in. I'm just getting ready to sign off. Make sure you double tap that screen. Oh, Darla from the Little Rascals. All right. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. There you go. There's an old. So everybody go look up the Mills Brothers today and listen to some of their music. I'm sure their families probably, or maybe their families are still making money off their music. So, Shaquille, good morning. I am signing off right now. Just finished up my walk. Day 6-7. 6-7. Not wanting to sign off because I got to keep getting that in. We heard a beautiful song of yours. I'm looking forward to hearing your voice sing. I don't sing, so check out the Mills Brothers. They're from the town I'm in right now, Piqua, Ohio. So, all right, we'll see you all later. You'll have a fantastic day. I'm going to.